one thing, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of. I'm not AJ Brown, bro. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's like, why you keep feeding the media the little things that he said? Let me put this little thing
You guys found a way to win. I guess it wasn't pretty. You know how it is back in Philadelphia. They'll probably talk about the inefficiency of the offense, but how can you describe what it's like to have winning plays, or for those who maybe not understand it? It may not look pretty, but you still find a way to win.
I think the goal is to win the game. So no matter what that looks like, I think the reason why people may talk about it because they want to know if it's substantial, and can you sustain that throughout the season. So, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to talk about. But, our job is continue to try to find a way to win. So
I think it's fair to talk about that. Talking about the passing game. That's just like, you don't have to feed the media anything. We know what we got to work on. Your team is 2-0. Now, I get it. These players want stats. I understand it. They want to have stats. They're big-time players. We want him to get the ball as well. But some games is just going to, man, you have a defense too, bro. You got a defense that's doing their best to keep you out of the game. It don't mean a quarterback, he might miss a read. He may even miss a throw. I've seen Jaden Daniels miss throws. I've seen Patrick Mahomes miss throws. I've seen Caleb Williams miss throws. Quarterbacks is missing. Who else?
Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's just like, you got the W. But I'm just kind of getting sick of him feeding the media, the little bit. Like, you don't have to say that, bro. You could have just said, look, a win is a win. We know what we got to work on in practice. That's what we're going to do, man. Hopefully next week is better. That's it. Don't feed him because the media is looking for something. How you feel about the passing game? And he actually volunteered it to say, oh, is it sustainable? Like, come on, man. I'm getting kind of tired of it, bro. Even last year. Yeah.
No, go ahead. My bad. You do your thing.
That's it.
Well, let me ask you this. Y'all won the Super Bowl last year, man. Y'all got 97% of that team is the same exact team that won the Super Bowl last year. Is this going to be a distraction if it continues, or do you guys have a strong enough nucleus to kind of get past it? Because it's you pissed off for a reason. So is it something that y'all can get past, or can this be a distraction if it goes further?
It's the thing about it is making me, because it's the same thing that was last. It was the same exact narrative last year. They was talking about this all season long, and then it was like, because it was some game that was sporadic, we were still finding a way to win. Then that's when Jalen made the comment in Pittsburgh. Is that what y'all wanted to see? And then the game after that, I think he got a little bit dicey with the pass. And look, everybody in this team should be committed to winning no matter how it looks. That's the name of the game. It seems like players will rather have 10 catches for 150 yards and get a loss. And just to feel good about their performance. I'm not putting no words in nobody's mouth. That's what it feels like to me from certain players. And not really certain players, AJ, really. Because nobody else gives those vibes but him.
Yeah.
You had your chances yesterday. It was a play they put up on there where AJ was wide open. But at the end of the day, the pressure got to Jalen. There you go. And, he couldn't get the ball off because they ain't blocked for him. So it's plays like that. The offense didn't look good. But at the end of the day, you lead there. Here you go. With a W. In Arrowhead. So do we have a strong enough nucleus? I think so. Because last year when we was 2-2, they was calling for the coach to be fired. They was talking about remember they was talking about, oh, y'all can't get out the first quarter. How come you're not scoring? What's up with Kellen Moore? The bottom line is we're gonna do whatever it takes to win. And eventually, I look at it like this. It's gonna take time for our team to get. As long as we peak at the right time, that's all I'm concerned about. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if you got 100 yards. I don't care if you got 2 yards. When it mattered most, he put the ball up and Devontae made a catch. That's all I care about at the end of the day. But